Oh, we're rolling?
Yeah, rocking and rolling, man.
All right.
Part two with Bobby Digital in the house, man.
Bobby Blackbeard.
Yeah, I like it.
But
So yeah, we left off talking about guys, common bond, I think, and
yeah, the commonalities between military, law enforcement, prior convicts, like, hey, we have so much more in common than most of us believe and think, and even like what society is willing to even admit, like themselves, right?
yeah,
Law enforcement, you know, you would assume would never want to deal with a criminal or a lifelong criminal, but let's look at, you know, sheriffs, right? And, you know, work in the prisons, like COs, you're in there day to day, you know, and I've overheard all these conversations. I have family that are in corrections and lifelong COs. But for myself, what I really started identifying was that target of, hey, this is what I don't have. This is what I'm missing, that these specific men all share in common, and that was faith. You know, that was God, right? This relationship. I'm gonna say that again. Relationship, not religion.
Yeah.
Relationship.
Yeah.
And so identifying, like, man, how these men communicate to each other, the praise that they show, the fear that they show, the respect that they show, just the aura and the presence, that's what I wanted, you know, and just finally taking that step and being like, hey, I'm gonna put this out there. You reached out to me for fitness, that's fine. I see something else here that you have access to that I'm missing, and I'm super intrigued by that, but from like a respectful level, not just, hey, give me, you know what I mean? Like it was a genuine, like, hey brother, this is what I'm looking for.
Yeah, no, it was done correctly. And I think it's a perfect example is it looks different for everybody. You know, no two man's situation is the same. What might be needed for one man might not be needed for the next, or they may not realize it at that moment. You know, the extent of the possible benefits that it could be. You know, like again, fitness being not really the top priority, but I will say now that we're all up in it, and you know, it's been a great unmeasurable transformation and just benefit, you know, thing that you've crushed, man. So
thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's also a reflection though of you know, and it's a reflection of the team, and it's a reflection of just this movement, right? You know, that the more that I lean into faith, the more that I just pick up on day-to-day tendencies of everyone around me. Like, people are waking up going, hey, we're not living a good life.
Yeah.
Whether it's food and, you know, our food choices, our daily habits. There's a whole different, I don't know, I just have a whole different perspective now, right?
Yeah, it's funny how people just wake up. It's like you get in for one thing, and then sure enough, it just ripple effects into every other area of life. It's like you see guys coming together in all different areas, man. Guys restoring marriages, all sorts of stuff. You know, kids that are overweight wanting to get in better shape. All sorts of stuff, man. Using no filler words.
Yeah. You nailed it. I think it was this morning, or maybe last night on the Marco Polo, where you had stated, in order to lead other men, you needed to first learn how to lead yourself. Along those lines, right?
Yeah.
And that's so true. And I look at that and I even go, how many bosses, how many managers, how many supervisors have I had where I'm just like,
big facts.
You are a dummy, dude. You know, you're a dummy. You're a bad husband.
You're overweight.
You're an alcoholic. You're smoking in like your office, you know.
Going
what
to strip,
example
going
are
to strip
you?
clubs. Like,
Yeah, you know, and
yeah.
so okay, just because you're in a management position, that doesn't mean that you're a leader. Who are you leading when you can't even lead yourself? You know,
Facts.
and maybe I didn't have the words then, but that was such a fire in me in the military my last couple years. I mean, you got to think about it. I went from wartime mentality to peacetime mentality. I didn't transition very well. When you have the commandant of the Marine Corps back in 2014 come in, pull all of the infantry, all of Marine Special Operations, Marine Force Reconnaissance, when you have the Marine Corps, the commandant of the Marine Corps come in and pull the tip of the spear into one building for an entire Camp Lejeune, 2nd Marine Division, and just rip us apart for 2.5 hours about how we're a bunch of, jerk-offs and we need to fall in line and it's back in garrison mode, this is peacetime, peacetime, peacetime. When you have that, the effect of that was I watched about 30% of my seniority that was their last year. And it's like that mentality, that's what kills men. Like, that's what kills men. I believe Jordan Peterson has something along the lines of, you want to be dangerous, right? Like a peaceful, soft man is not a good man.
Warrior in the garden, man.
It takes a dangerous man,
Yeah.
capable of violence, controlled,
Right.
that understands the long-term implications of, if I do this, which I know I can do, if I can rip somebody's trachea, if I can snap somebody's elbow, right, in jiu-jitsu, there's going to be long-term effects to that and consequences that I'm going to have to deal with, whether it's emotionally, psychologically, or physically. But when you rip a man's spirit, this was 2014. The war was still going on, man. Dudes were still out there running and gunning, slinging bullets, getting blown up, and here are over 4,000 of us just getting reamed about how we need to be soft.
Yeah.
That's the message.
Yeah.
Like, that was the message, right? It was terrifying. Whoa.
Oh yeah, that's me. Oh, my bad.
Not me. Humble.
I got
humble.
Well, 219,
173.
160. So that's doesn't mean nothing. It's. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Is just off topic. People get so caught up on numbers, and it's like, don't get caught up on numbers, man. It's trust the process, enjoy the process. I was reading a post DJ Shipley put up this morning, talking about enjoy the process was the first sentence of his caption, and just went into everything that he's just been harping on recently, just about routine, discipline, structure, all the common things that are, fundamentals for us as men to have. And that's just part of the process. A lot of guys get caught up on numbers, whether it's, how much weight they're putting up in the gym, what their weight is on a scale. Somebody I know told me that if you're under 200, if you're over 200 pounds,
you gotta be 200 to do something.
You gotta be 200 to do something.
Choose something to do something.
Choose something to do something.
That was my motto for 5 years, man. For 5 years, choose something to do something.
And then he was talking about victim weight.
Yeah,
and so, but I'd put money on the fact that if I put you against you at something versus you are now, you'd run circles around.
Run circles, run laps.
Yeah. Gas his ass out.
Yeah, no, absolutely, no.
Yeah.
And okay, that's an awesome statement there, because I started this journey with you regarding fellowship. And then not even 3 weeks in, I said, you know what? Okay, let's let's dive into the fitness aspect.
And you were doing me a favor. You were being respectful and like more than respectful. It was like out of a way of saying thanks.
There were things that
You
were
know.
already coming into fruition, right? That you set in motion, and of course, that can't go unnoticed, right? And I go, absolutely 100%. This is real. Anthony's real. This fellowship is real. This is something to genuinely like build off of and support, right? Men supporting men, right? And so we started that, and just as we did, the contract fell in my lap.
That's right.
The contract fell in my lap. I had already been expressing to you my frustrations with me being in that management position.
Drop this maybe or
Yeah. I had already been expressing to you like how unhappy I was, right? And like the concerns I was having. Chest level?
yeah, that's good.
Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
6.
2, 3, 4, 6. I gotta go up one.
Man, my eyes are off.
No.
There
Right
you
there.
go.
There we go.
It takes two.
2 is better than 1, man.
Yeah. yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
I mean, we can
bumped
go.
the weight there. I
We
don't
can
know
go
if-
biblical there, or we can go street there.
Yeah, I know. I
Which
gotta.
way we going?
Yeah. Let's keep it biblical, man.
All right.
Done that other stuff too long, man.
But so the contract opportunity falls in my lap. I literally dropped that resume immediately, and I get contacted in less than 36 hours, and things get set in motion. And then physically, yeah, it's like, hey man, I'm signing up for something pretty intense. Quick reaction force, emergency response team overseas. It's a big contract. I'm not trying to show up, a liability. And because I have that understanding of there are guys on the team that end up becoming liabilities, right? And this isn't a tier 1 unit, so it's like those liabilities they're still gonna get a paycheck. They're still gonna get a paycheck, and they're still gonna be on the team.
There's probably going to be more liabilities than assets on the team.
Well, based off of today's reaction with the recruiter, it sounds like, unfortunately, that's what they're trying to get rid of, right?
Yeah.
But that version of me, physically, mentally, emotionally, when I started with you, that guy's not capable. Thought he was capable, knew that he could be capable, given the right direction, given the right push, realigning my discipline. Yeah, that guy wouldn't be able to do this contract. And now, I mean, I feel I'm exactly I'm exactly where I need to be, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically.
Let's go.
This big word that I've never used so much, aligned. I feel aligned. And it's like, I know I got the boys, man. Like I know I got all you guys to lean on, to talk with, to fellowship with, and it's huge, man. It's absolutely massive what it's done for my life. A couple of the guys around me that I work with, that I'm close with, are like, hey man, what is going on, dude? Like, they went from calling me, Bobby, you look like a victim, dude. You okay, right? Like victim weight. That's where that came from, right?
Yep.
And then now, they just saw me the other day. I took off my my work shirt, and it was in the morning. And so, like the morning crew, is obviously I work grave. So when I hand off everything in the morning, it's the same people, right? It's the same people. And so I took off my work shirt, and I just had my tank, right? My beater.
Let's go.
And
Speaking of taking off shirts.
oh, there we go, it's time. And sure enough, man, they were like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm just like, hey,
Who's the victim now?
like, chill, right? And I was like, hey, so much for victim weight, huh? Like, what's
Who
up,
you think's
dude?
going to be the victim
Yeah,
now?
dude. Like, and like,
Yeah.
it was one of those moments where the guys that were calling me, like, victim weight, and
Like, hey, what's up? What you doing?
Yeah, like what? Yeah, and they start asking questions, right? They start asking questions. So that's also the thing too, is the people closest to me are noticing these changes, these differences, my aura, how I'm speaking, what I'm speaking.
Yeah.
I don't know who that guy was 5-6 months ago, and I'm glad I don't. You know what I mean?
All right.
It's like, I'm glad I don't. I'm glad I'm not that guy. And it has so much to do with you, Raleigh, the fellowship. Like, yeah, just extremely, extremely thankful, man. Extremely thankful. I'm gonna take my shirt off.
There
now.
he goes. Here comes the non-victim. Check it out, man. Most of my stuff's on Instagram, unchained_fit. I'm starting to load up more stuff on the YouTube, but check it out. Like, subscribe, comment. These are some typical, just average conversations we have all the time. It's been a real pleasure and an honor to get Bob on board. And man, if you guys are out there, doesn't matter who you are, what you're doing, really, man. Every man can level up. I think that's not hard to figure out.
Every person can level up.
Every man could, but got a pretty good community of guys over here. Guys from military, guys that are first responders, whether they're LE, a fire department, all sorts of guys. Even got some guys from LA County Sheriffs on the team who I used to do my time in LA County Jail. So talk about full circle. And here comes my lovely wifey. Wifey! Shoo. My biggest blessing besides my faith has been this thing right here that God's blessed me with. Babe, come on, babe. She said,
Queen Bee. Yeah.
say hi.
Hi. I know, but you can't hear me otherwise.
Yeah, they can hear you.
What's up, babe?
Question. What do you think is the biggest benefit from guys getting on the program?
Probably learning to make no excuses.
Well, some are still trying to figure that part out, but
Boys becoming men.
yeah.
Yeah, I was single for a really long time, and there's a lot of boys out there. Really not a lot of men. But I think a lot of boys want to be men, so
All right, boys. Boys to men.
boys to men.
All right.
It was a name for a reason.
Sounds good. Go punch the camera, babe. Punch the camera. Nice.
Still going?
We're just about done.